Teaching and training is such a satisfying job because you get to see your students or the participants in your training improve, and it's like a little pat in the back because you put your effort into it. So that is the most rewarding thing about this profession. It's always great when you can help somebody, either help them communicate better or help their business thrive. So yeah, that's a very rewarding feeling. So my name is Lisa, and I am the corporate director at Impact. And at Impact, we are a language consultant. Basically what we do is we provide solutions for all things related to the English and Indonesian language. And that includes language upgrading, interpretations, proofreading, translations, and preparations for international exams such as TOEIC, TOEFL, and IELTS. I started off as a language teacher. I taught English, and then after 2 years, I became a principal at a language institution. My background is actually in business. That's what I studied. So I think naturally that's where I want to progress, is in managing a business. Early on, I'm somebody who likes to take charge and make sure that certain things run smoothly. When I was a teacher, and that was recognized, and my ability to organize was, I think, what made me be chosen to become a principal. And over the course of a decade, I started to notice that there was a higher need for corporate clients to improve and upgrade their human resources. So I've decided to move from B2C to B2B now. So all of our clients are corporate clients, and we help find solutions for their company to maximize their language and communications, being either English or Indonesian language. So it really depends on the clients. Each company works in a certain industry, and even in that industry, there are different departments. So let's say in the banking sector, the bank wants us to improve their customer service people, so their frontliners, in order for them to serve their customers better that are foreigners. So they need to be able to speak English. So what we usually do is we have to placement test them first to see what their initial ability is. And then from there, we can create a course syllabus to see how we can improve their English, but specific to the language of customer service. So if they are very basic, with no English knowledge at all, what we need to do is we need to improve their general English first, so that they have a certain amount of vocabulary and knowledge of structure. And then from then on, we start introducing customer service language, and then it'll be case scenario where they'll do role plays, and the trainers put them in pairs, and they have to practice what they've learned as if they are talking to an actual client. And that practice keeps going on and on and on and on until we reach that goal. Practice is very important for the improvement of language. So sometimes when our clients says, oh, we only have 15 hours to train, is that possible? We'll try. We always say that we'll try to the best of our ability, but again, language needs a lot of practice and time. So what we can do if there is a limited amount of time is we give them the foundation first, and then we tell them how they practice outside of our training sessions. There are certain situations sometimes where in a class of let's say 15 people, there are 1 or 2 that are really struggling. And if that's the case, we usually take a little bit more time with those 2 people and give them a little bit more input and just one-on-one time to see what their biggest setback is. And usually that is confidence and fear. So they don't have the confidence to speak or they're too scared to make mistakes. And when we push them and tell them that everyone will start from zero, you can only get better because you start from zero. There's only up from here. How to frame their mind so that they know where to start, what they need to improve first. Maybe it's increasing their level of vocabulary first, or watching movies or listening to music, getting used to listening it passively first, so that they have the necessary vocabulary range to start actively using it. If you want to become a trainer, fundamentally, I think what's important is that you have to have the passion to want to share your knowledge. If you have the passion, then you'll put in the effort, and it'll be rewarding for you as well. It's a plus if you, let's say, for example, took English literature, but a lot of the skills can be trained, and so we do provide regular training for our team. Every line of work that you are in, you will need to constantly improve yourself. There's always room for growth. Whatever your background is, what we do here, it's trainable if you put in the effort and you have the passion for it.